Invincible. Invincible. possible. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to a wet and windy Quigabar, which is the home club of Inniscrone Kilglass in the western part of County Sligo. We're about 10 miles from Ballina here on the Atlantic coast, the Wild Atlantic Way, very scenic and beautiful part of the country, and about 30 miles further east is Sligo town. So it's the clash of top and bottom in Division 3 of the Lidl National Football League, and this is Sligo against Kildare. Kildare, the league leaders, as the Sligo team make their way onto the field. Kildare, of course, fresh from their victory over Offaly the last day, 370 to 6 points, and Sligo registering their first win of the season against Longford a couple of weeks ago also. So there we have the Sligo team greeted onto the field by a guard of honour, young players of the future, the Owen Rua players, which is the Inniscrone and Easkey team. So we'll give you the two teams. First of all, the home team, Sligo, managed by Anthony Brennan. Their goalkeepers, Ellen Maguire from the home area of Owen Rua, Ellie McDermott, right full back from Shamrock Gales, full back is Claire Dunn of St Farnans, and the left full back is Ciara Scanlon from St Nathy's. Right half back, Isabel Henry, Drumcliff Ross's Point. Centre back is Nicola Brennan from Tourlestrane, and left half back is Tara Breheny from St Mary's. Middle of the field, Sinead Regan of Drumcliff Ross's Point, partnered by Sarah Reynolds from Giva. Right half forward is Maeve Casserly from Drumcliff Ross's Point. Centre forward is Sinead Nocton from Owen Rua, and left half is Aoife Harron from Owen Moore Gales. Top of the right, Caoimhe Connor, Drumcliff Ross's Point. Full forward, Tara Phillips, Eastern Harps. And top of the left, we have Leah Duffy, captain of the team, and she's from the Owen Road Club as well, which is the Easkey Inniscrone Kilglass joint team. So that's the Sligo team. So the Kildare team, managed by Denise O'Hora, and they're unchanged from the team that played on the last occasion that beat Offaly comprehensively down in Tullamore. In goals is Mary Hulgrain from Moorfield, right full back Lauren Burke of Naas, full back is Leisha Lenihan from Kill, and left full back is Aoife Clifford from Eadstown. Right up back, Lara Gilbert from Kildangan Nurney, centre back Ruth Sargent from Eadstown, and left half is Sarah Munnelly from Confey. Middle of the field is the captain, Grace Clifford from Eadstown, partnered by Aoife Rattigan from Kappa. Then you have Claire Sullivan from Carberry at right half forward, Roisin Byrne, free scoring Roisin Byrne from Sarsfield as centre forward, and then you have left half forward Trina Duggan from Suncraft just on the Curragh of Kildare. Top of the right will be Ellen Dowling wearing number 19. Full forward, she's from Ellen Dowling is from Suncroft as well. Full forward is Nessa Dooley from Athy. And top of the left, wearing number 15, is Lara Curran from Milltown. So both teams have gone through their warm-ups, pretty comprehensive warm-ups before the game. It's very, very cold here in this area called Quigabar on the Wild Atlantic Way, famous surfing part of the country in Easkey and Inniscrone. The Atlantic behind us looks absolutely majestic with the high waves, but it's the Kildare and Sligo ladies team who will battle it out for two valuable points. Sligo needing these 2 points. They're third from bottom in the league at the moment. They're on 3 points, and you have Longford below them and Offaly as well, and so there's still all to play for those three teams to avoid relegation. So it's a real dogfight there at the bottom of Division 3, and of course at the top, Kildare, Wexford and Louth all tied on 12 points, having registered 4 victories apiece. Kildare having the better scoring difference. They have a plus 53, Wexford have a plus 12, and Louth have a plus 15. But anything can happen over the next couple of matches, and one or two results can change the formation of the league set up as it is at the moment. But this is a must-game win for Sligo, really, they to make certain of safety in Division 3, and of course Kildare will be looking to get their 3 points to put them into the second division. So the referee today is Aaron Clogher. You see there in the middle of the field, Aaron is from the Pádraig Pearses Club in South Roscommon, and he's been refereeing for a long number of years now, still a young man, and he has refereed Roscommon senior hurling finals and also senior football championship matches. So his father Seamus is an umpire today for Aaron. So Seamus, also a very well-known GA figure in County Roscommon, coached a lot of teams down through the years in Pádraig Pearses. I mean, a selector with many Roscommon underage teams in his time, as well as Seamus Clogher. So the linesman, Des Henry, is in the middle there. He's from Drumcliff Ross's Point, and Pat Normanley is the other linesman. He's from Tourlestrane, the famous Tourlestrane in South County Sligo. They've registered 7 senior football championship victories on the spin, and including 2022. So they're Pat Normandy and Des Henry, the officials, together with Aaron Clogher. So Sligo, buoyed by that victory over Longford in Killow a couple of weeks ago, really badly needed victory. They finished strong. Very tight game up to the very end, and then Sligo just pulled away with that 4 or 5 points without reply to record a tremendous victory for the Yates County. And we see them warming up over to our left now, their final preparations before the ball is thrown in by Aaron Clogher. Kildare wearing their change strips today. They'll be wearing black jerseys, white togs, white socks. They usually wear all white, of course, the Lily Whites, but their colour clash is the only clash that Kildare would have with the black and white, and of course they would clash with Waterford and Monaghan as well, and Tyrone for that matter. You could say Derry, but Kildare are in their black jerseys today to avoid the colour clash, make it easier for ourselves here in the commentary position, of course. And Denise O'Hora having a last word or two with her charges before the ball is thrown in at Quigabar. So Inniscrone, County Sligo, just outside Ballina, that's the area we're in here. Quigabar is the townland pitch. I walked it earlier on. It's soft underfoot with all the rain we've had over the last couple of weeks, and there's a heavy coat of grass which will help in the conditions. And I suppose we're still only the middle of March, so it's to be expected that the pitches will be soft enough at this time of the year. So Aaron Clogher has called both teams to attention, and we're about to have lift off here at Quigabar, Inniscrone, County Sligo, West County Sligo. So it looks like Kildare will play with the aid of the breeze in the first half, because their forwards are moving up to the left hand side. Sligo will have a lot of defending to do. So big advantage that breeze. As you can see the flags there now over to our right, over the dugouts. The flags really strong, and in the background you can see the Ox Mountains in County Mayo. Just over there, Swinford and Foxford, and they're the Ox Mountains. The River Moy is just behind us as well, in front of us rather, should I say. And Slieve Gamph, I think, is the Ox Mountains as well in Irish, Oscuelga. So it's the Ox Mountains in front of us, the Atlantic Ocean behind us. It's Sligo, the Yates County, against the Lily Whites of Kildare in this National Football League game here at Quigabar, Inniscrone, sponsored by Lidl, of course. So the famous sign on the back of the programme, serious support, of course. And talking about support, there's a nice crowd in here to get behind both teams. So Aaron Clogher, fluorescent green jersey, about to throw the ball in between Sinead Regan, Sarah Reynolds, Grace Clifford and Aoife Rattigan. So it's just turned 2 o'clock. Very, very punctual. We're just setting our stopwatch now, getting ready for the throw in. There it is. Ball is in, and Kildare straight away have possession. This is Grace Clifford, and of course out here now to Trina Duggan, and Trina off to her left half back Sarah Munnelly. They're throwing the ball around. Trina Duggan once more. Kildare trying to make an early impression here in the game, playing with the aid of that strong breeze. Lara Curran sends the ball across the 45 out to the far side, back into Grace Clifford. The familiar orange boots. She sends a nice ball in, but there's very good play by the Sligo fullback Claire Dunn from St. Farnans. Well done there, but it's Kildare with possession. Clifford once more to Trina Duggan. Chance for Kildare to open the scoring. The shot comes in, a left-footed kick, and it's sent in, and it's sent over the bar. The first score of the game came after 41 seconds, and Laura Curran is the player who will get the credit for that score. But Claire Dunn did all the hard work, but there was just nobody there to pick it up from Sligo, and Kildare have the lead here in Quigabar. So the short kick out works out well here to Isabel Henry. Drumcliff Ross's point. She takes the return pass. Isabel working it up the field. She's well tackled there, but she gets her pass away to Sinead Regan. So Sligo working it through the hands, working it through the lines against this strong breeze. This is Maeve Casserly now on the ball for Sligo. And this is their full midfielder, Sinead Regan, looking up. Sinead into the centre to Nicola Brennan. Nicola of Tourlestran, wearing number 6. Gets it out to her left full back. Ciara Scanlon, Sineatis. So Ciara dispossessed there, but the ball is picked up off the ground. The referee has said the ball was played on the ground by a Kildare player, and he has penalised Ellen Dowling, free for Sligo in the middle third, and it's played backwards now to Sinead Regan. Sinead gets it at the second attempt, skips past Aoife Rattigan. This is Sinead Regan, solo. See there's no bounce on that ball at all, so the players will be aware of that. So they won't be hopping the ball much in the game, I would imagine, but here comes Sligo with a chance. This is Sarah Reynolds of Giva on the Roscommon border. Back to Sarah. Reynolds takes her shot, right-footed, sent in, straight in, and the goalkeeper, Mary Holgrain of Moorfield, takes possession of the football, and Kildare try to work it out now. They're leading by a point, thanks to that score by Laura Curran. Over there, the far side of the field now. It's Kildare working it up the wing. Aoife Clifford up joining the attack from Eadstown. She's got support in the centre from Ruth Sargent, but she gives it to Ellen Dowling. Ellen Dowling, left-footed toe tap, in now to the full forward, Nessa Dooley. Nessa, two players around her. She has to, and that's a brilliant block there by the Sligo player. That's Nikki Brennan. Wonderful block. And referee has adjudged that Nessa Dooley was fouled, but credit Nicola Brennan. That's shown real heart and determination there to make that brilliant block. But it broke favourably for Kildare, and this is a chance now for Nessa Dooley to extend the lead to 2 points. We have just almost 3 minutes played in the first half here at Quigabar. So Nessa Dooley with the aid of the breeze, and looking up at the post. Nessa's inside it, in fact, so it's a slip as the ball was kicked, and I think it's gone to the right and wide. The umpire slow in making his signal, but it's gone wide. So it kick out now for Sligo. It's kicked out by the goalkeeper, Ellen Maguire from Owenrua. Back to her from her full back, Claire Dunn. They need to work it out of there. This is Ellie McDermott under a lot of pressure. Back to Claire Dunn. Ellen Maguire once more. Gets her kick away out towards the left half back position, but well intercepted out there by Lara Curran. It's in the centre now. This is Aoife Rattigan with the shot, and that's sent in, and that's sent over the bar. Aoife Rattigan with the score, making it 2 points to nil here at Quigabar. 4 minutes gone in the first half, and it's 2 points to Kildare. Sligo yet to register, but you have to factor in that huge breeze that Sligo are defending against in the first half. So this is Sinead Regan, Drumcliff Ross's Point, working it up the field, offloads it into the middle. This is the other midfielder, Sarah Reynolds. Ball goes to ground. She picks it up at the second attempt, gets a good ball upfield, but it's well cut out there by the left half back, Sarah Munnelly of Confeet near Leixlip, in Leixlip in fact. Back to Aoife Clifford of Eadstown near the Wicklow border, and this is Aoife Rattigan from Kappa, North County Kildare. Offloads it to Lara Curran. She takes her shot, looks good, and that's a fine score by Lara Curran. That's the second point of the game for the Milltown player, and it makes it 3 now to Kildare. Sligo yet to register, so the league leaders making a big impression, stamping their authority on the game, straight away imposing themselves on the home team. But Sligo get a good kick out there, out towards Tara Breheny of St Mary's, into the middle, Sarah Reynolds. So Sarah takes a solo, takes another one, showing great determination to bring it forward, gets her pass away well, and this is now Sinead Regan, plays it to this side of the field. This is the right half forward, Maeve Casserly of Drumcliff Ross's Point. Maeve gets her pass up to the left full forward, and Leah Duffy, the captain of the team. Leah is fouled. It's going to be a free for Sligo, taken quickly by Leah Duffy. Back to a right half back, Isabella Henry, and back it comes now to Maeve Casserly. Sligo playing with the football with possession, just short of the 45. There's a wall of black jerseys behind that 45. It's going to be very difficult to prise it open and unlock it. So Sligo now have a job to do to try and get into the scoring zone. Caoimhe Connor of Drumcliff Ross's Point. Caoimhe. Once more, Caoimhe kicks it in high. That's gone over the defender's head. And for a moment, Aoife Harron has it once more. Aoife Harron with the shot, sends it in, and that's well worked and over the bar. Aoife Harron, a brilliant score for Aoife Harron. And Sligo worked that really well, and straight down the middle and over the bar. And a great score for Aoife Harron, the first score of the game for the 8th County, makes it 3 points to 1. Kildare with possession. This is Ruth Sargent, their centre half back. Offloads it there and gets it back once more, and she plays the ball now to Claire Sullivan. Claire coming on a solo run has Grace Clifford now. Grace hand passes it out to the right half back. It goes to ground. Lara Gilbert. Lara picks it up back to Grace Clifford. And Claire Sullivan says, I'll take control of that. Plays the ball across to her left full back. 7 minutes gone here. This is Sarah Munnelly now. Sarah taking the return pass, coming at speed through the centre. Grace Clifford looks up. Inside now comes Aoife Clifford up joining the attack, but her pass is cut out well inside. And that's the midfielder. Sinead Regan back helping the defence. Ellen Maguire now. Claire Dunn, St. Farnans, just out the road in Dromore West. To Isabella Henry. Once more it's Sinead Regan. Sligo playing the ball around in a dangerous area, and they need to get it out of there. This is Ciara Scanlon, and it's gone astray, is it? No, Sligo recover it, but it's heart in the mouth moment there for a second for Sligo, but they did well to retrieve and recover possession. They collected it here with Sinead Regan, but they just are pinned in there by Kildare at the moment. That high press by Kildare, keeping Sligo in that zone, and eventually that pressure has told, and Sligo have coughed up possession. This is the centre forward now, Roisin Byrne. Can they punish that? Here comes Byrne. Great save by the goalkeeper, Ellen Maguire. What about that for bravery and courage, coming out there to dive at Roisin Byrne's feet and make a fantastic save. Ellen Maguire, what about that? Early in the game, these cold conditions, she was alert to the danger. Sligo had big trouble getting that ball out of that full back line. They seemed to have it for an eternity, but they weren't making any progress in terms of going forward. Eventually, Kildare turned it over. Roisin Byrne got in on goal. She had one thing on her mind, but Ellen Maguire came to the rescue of Sligo with a brilliant save. So, key moment in the game. Ellen Maguire with that save, and that free has gone astray. This is Kildare with Aoife Rattigan to the left half forward, Trina Duggan of Suncroft. So Trina out now to Lara Curran. Lara plays a nice pass to the left full back, Aoife Clifford. Kildare of course can afford to have numbers up because they're playing with that strong breeze. This is Grace Clifford, dinks it out to the sideline to Claire Sullivan of Carbery, right there on the Offaly border. Carbery, famous club in Kildare history, and the ball played on the ground by Grace Clifford. Aaron Clogher gives the decision to the 8th county. This is Sarah Reynolds now. Sarah coming forward. There's a big gap between the Sligo inside line and their half forward line, so that maybe their inside line would have to come out to meet them as Isabel Henry comes forward with possession for Anthony Brennan's team. Gets a nice pass inside. It's played out to the wing here. This is Maeve Casterly now. Maeve takes the return pass from Leah Duffy. Maeve Casterly, there's a lot of traffic in front of her. She needs support. There's only black jerseys around her. She's isolated, but she gets her pass away. Sarah Reynolds, Sinead Regan rather, inside. And Sligo still trying to work out an opening there, carve out this opening in that Kildare defence, but it's gone to the left-hand side now, there to Sinead Naughton, her first touch really. Still Sligo. Press with Sarah Reynolds now. Sarah gets it to Caoimhe Connor, and Caoimhe has to go all the way back to a right half back, Isabella Henry, and a good possession play by Sligo. You have to give them credit for that. They're really retaining the ball very, very well. Good accurate hand passing and kick passing, but they're not getting the ball into that danger zone. Now they are. This is Leah Duffy in possession. She needs somebody coming off her shoulder to make that break. Sinead Regan is the player providing the outlet. Sinead Regan takes a solo, needs to either take on her marker or recycle it, but she tried to get the ball across, but as well cut out by the Kildare backline. Sarah Munnelly got the vital block in there for them, and Lara Curran gets the possession as they come now with Grace Clifford. Grace Clifford takes a hop. 11 minutes almost gone in the first half here. Kildare 3, Sligo 1, but a great save by Ellen Maguire has made sure that it's still 3-1. Good ball played forward and a push in the back there. And it's going to be a free in for Kildare, about 20 metres out from the goal, about 15 metres in from the sideline, far side the field. So, and Kildare with a chance now to add to the 3 points they've got already. Roisin Byrne going out there to grab hold of the ball. Kildare player on the ground receiving attention, and it's a chance now to put 3 points between the two teams once more. So Roisin Byrne has the chance to restart the game and gives it to her full forward Nessa Dooley, who took that heavy hit there a few moments ago. She's okay, thankfully. Claire Sullivan. So Kildare working it into a good position here. That's a nice, intelligent pass to Lara Curran. She takes her shot and she sends it over the bar. A great score by Lara Curran. That's 3 points for her, but a very, very good pass across the field where two Kildare players could have grabbed it. Lara Curran took the ball, took responsibility, and she knew where the posts were. She didn't have to look up, and it sailed between the uprights. So it's 4 points to Kildare. 3 of those to Lara Curran. Kick out by Ellen Maguire. Out to this side of the field, right half, back side. It's won by Sarah Munnelly for Kildare. Offloads it to Aoife Clifford. This is Trina Duggan now. Trina with possession gets the hand pass to Grace Clifford. Grace has to work it out to the centre. Goes to ground, but well picked up there by Aoife Rattigan. And a good interception there by Sinead Nocton. Working hard. Sinead Nocton getting the vital touch to break up that attack. And Sligo can take their free from just about 10 metres inside the 45. 30 minutes gone the first half. This is Sligo coming in with Isabella Henry. She's shadowed there by Trina Duggan. She has to go backwards. Ellen Dowley now applying the pressure on Nicola Brennan. Nicola gets a nice pass out there. And Sligo work it up towards the middle of the field with the left half back, Tara Breheny. So Tara gets her pass away here to Sinead Regan of Drumcliff Ross's Point, to her midfield partner from Giva. This is Sarah Reynolds making great progress. 2 solos, offloads it out to the left half forward side of the field. This is Sligo now. Promising move here by the Sligo team. The shot comes in, and that's wonderfully sent in between the posts. And a great score there by Aoife Harron. That's her second of the game. What an impressive start by Aoife Harron. Showed the confidence to take on that kick, and against a strong breeze she sent that ball over the bar. It landed about 10-15 yards behind the post, but a wonderful kick. Aoife Harron makes it 4 points to 2. That score came from Tara Breheny's move up the left hand side, and here come Kildare once more. Grace Clifford shot there by Sinead Regan. Still Kildare in possession. It's worked down towards Ellen Dowling. Ellen Dowling in front of her marker, Ciara Scanlon. Ellen Dowling looks up, left footed kick, and that's sent in, and that's sent to the right, and it's sent wide. So that's a second wide of the game for Kildare. Sligo, no wide so far. 4 points to Kildare, 2 points to Sligo. And we almost have reached the midway point in the first half. 14 minutes and 15 seconds on my clock. So Ellen Maguire of Owen Rua in Sligo looks for a target, and that's a dangerous ball, and it's here now for Roisin Byrne. Grace Clifford, chance of a goal here. Dooley with the shot, and this time Dooley finds the back of the net. A low shot went beneath the goalkeeper, and it's landed in the back of the net, and it's a goal for Kildare. Nessa Dooley capitalising on the opportunity, and that's come in the 15th minute of the first half. A low shot, nothing the goalkeeper could do about it. It went low, and this kick out once more. Ellen Dowling has a chance to score another goal. The shot comes in, and it's planted at the back of the net. It came from the kick out once more, and Ellen Dowling has scored another goal, and those 2 goals have come within 40 seconds. That's a real sucker punch for Sligo, a real hammer blow, and it's Ellen Dowling with 1 goal, Nessa Dooley with the other, so it makes it 2-4 to 2 points, and it changes the whole complexion of the game here in Quiggabar, in Inniscrone, West County Sligo. Sligo, the home team, playing against that very, very strong breeze, and how can they react to that salvo from Dooley and Dowling? So here comes Sligo with Sinead Nocton. Gets it now to her right half forward, Maeve Casserly. Maeve offloads it now to Isabel Henry, her clubmate. Isabel working up the wing, under pressure there from Trina Duggan. Still Isabel Henry and Casserly combining well. Referee has adjudged that Aoife Clifford of Eadstown and Kildare has fouled the Sligo player. It's going to be a free for Sligo. Isabel Henry goes backwards towards Nicola Brennan of Tourlestrand. So Nicola takes a couple of solos, offloads it to Sarah Reynolds, gets the return pass, comes now to Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe, hand pass here to Sarah Reynolds. Again, Kildare putting a lot of pressure on Sligo. They're working it well through the line, Sligo, you have to say, but the pressure comes on the Sligo player, and it's Maeve Casserly now to Aoife Harron. A third kick at the post by Aoife Harron as the rain teams down. I don't think that ball has gone wide. It's held up in the breeze. Sligo have it over there the far side of the field. This is Tara Breheny of St Mary's to Sarah Reynolds. The shot comes in, and the Giva midfielder hits the crossbar, and just evaded the on-rushing Sligo player, and Kildare can breathe a sigh of relief that there wasn't a white jersey underneath that break of a ball from the upright. And this is Kildare once more on the transition. The ball is played early up towards Roisin Byrne. She wins it first time in front of Claire Dunn. Low ball inside to Dowling, and Dowling is fouled. Ellen Dowling. It's going to be a free in for Kildare, and Ellen Dowling, the player that's going to take it. 2-4 to Kildare, 2 points to Sligo. Real let off for Kildare. Brilliant shot once more by Aoife Harron. Hit the crossbar and away to safety. So Kildare with a chance. The ball is sent in and it's sent over the bar, and that's Ellen Dowling with her first point of the game. That makes it 1-1 for Ellen Dowling. 17 and a half minutes gone. 2-5 to Kildare, 11 points. 2 points to Sligo, that's 2 points. 9 points between the two teams, but that breeze is so strong to kick out. And Kildare have won it once more with Lara Curran. It's ominous here for Sligo, but brilliant play by Nicola Brennan to gather that possession. And this is Ellen Maguire coming out with the ball. Ellen gets her pass away. This is Sarah Reynolds. Sarah, first time pass up the field. There's a foot race here between Sinead Naughton and Ruth Sargent. Ruth Sargent wins it, gives it to Claire Sullivan. Claire takes a solo. The Carberry player sends it long. She gives that welly right into the right full forward position. Racing out there is Ellie McDermott, and Ellie allows that to trickle out over the end line and start again with a kick out. So the wind is strong, the rain is beating down, and very, very difficult conditions for both sets of players, but they're giving it everything here. 18 and a half minutes gone in the first half in this Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 3 match here at Quiggabar in Escrone, West County Sligo. As the home team had to kick out, Ellen Maguire has made one brilliant save so far in the game. Ellen has, but that wind is so tricky, so difficult and so strong, and Ellen can take a few solos here. She has a bit of space. Kildare not pressing the defence on this occasion as Claire Dunn comes out with the ball. She gets it now to Ellie McDermott, her right full back. She has support here now with Maeve Casserly. Maeve gets her hands on the possession, back to the goalkeeper. Sligo have proven so far in the game they really are very good in possession, in retaining possession, but there's a ball gone astray. Ellen Dowling plays it across, but well read there by Claire Dunn. She's kept her eye on the ball all the way, took a chance, and brilliant defending by the St. Farnan's full back. That's a brilliant pass up the wing by Sarah Reynolds. Racing after it, Maeve Casserly goes down bravely. That's a brilliant ball up the wing, and Casserly has possession now. She has support up there with Leah Duffy, and pushing the back on the Sligo player. The referee has blown his whistle. I don't think he called for a foul. I think it was more of a free. In fact, it's Sinead Naughton, the player, that's gone down injured. And you really would feel for the players. It's so cold here. It's so wet and windy. The conditions are wretched. But that's what you can expect in the middle of March. But the players, to their credit, are given a great exhibition of the skills. And Sinead Naughton receives attention, the own row player. So Sinead, she wears the number 11. She scored 6 points against Longford the last day, 4 frees, and she got 4 points against Wexford in the previous match where they went down agonisingly by 1 point down in Collooney. So unlucky there, Sligo losing to Wexford by 1 point, but their progression has been very good over the last few weeks with that great win against Longford, and the way they came back to outscore Longford by 5 points, no score in the last few minutes to win that game. But Kildare restart the game here in Quiggabar in Escrone. Coming forward is the right full back Lauren Burke of Naas. Gets it now to Claire Sullivan. Burke continued to run, but Sullivan gets it now to Aoife Clifford. Inside it goes Aoife Rattigan. 1 point for her already in the game from Kappa between Infield and Kilcock in North County Kildare. Her pass has too much on it, and Nessa Dooley won't win that ball. It's gone out over the end line. Kildare have been judging the passes very well up to now, but there's a second one in quick succession that has been mistimed, if you like, and has gone over the end line with that strong breeze at their back. So Kildare 2-5, Sligo 2 points. Kildare the league leaders, remember, and they have 12 points, 4 wins in total. They lost to Louth just by a point. Kick out is a good one by Ellen Maguire. Gets it here to Isabel Henry of Drumcliff. So this is Isabella, plays it into the centre. This is the midfielder Sinead Regan of Drumcliff Ross's Point. So Sinead offloads it. Good pass by her. gets it now to the right half back, Isabel Henry, who's been very prominent in the game so far, as has Nicola Brennan for Sligo, the Tour de Strand player. This is Caoimhe Connor up to Maeve Casterly, goes to ground, has time to pick it up once more. Good offload now to Brennan. Brennan gets a good hand pass. See how it was held up in the breeze. This is now Sinead Regan. Sinead to her midfield partner Sarah Reynolds, showing the strength and power to break through and determination. Brilliant play by Sarah Reynolds. She needs support, but she's crowded out there by the Kildare defence, and Kildare turned that over, and they can transition into attack now with Aoife Clifford. Aoife under pressure from Tara Breheny out there, the far side of the field. This is now Lauren Burke. Lauren gets a good kick pass up the wing, and it'll run on to the midfielder Aoife Rattigan under pressure from Aoife Haran. So Kildare once more. Grace Clifford. Grace takes 2 solos, takes a lot of steps, and Aaron Clogher spotted that, travelling, and the referee has brought the ball forward. There must have been some back chat from a Kildare player. The referee brought the ball forward about 13 metres, so 23 minutes almost gone in the second half. Sligo just have to make sure that they don't concede another goal before half time, just give themselves a chance with the aid of the breeze. Kildare, of course, will be looking to put the game to bed with another big score or 2 before the break. So this is how Sligo on the attack. Maeve Casterly, the ball took a sort of false bounce as it came towards Sinead Nocton, and Kildare pick it up with Ruth Sargent. To Ellen Dowding, way out from the attack to Aoife Clifford. Kildare have it now with Claire Sullivan, plays it up towards Nessa Dooley. Ellie McDermott is there for attention. Dooley slips, but she's able to get back up and give it to Grace Clifford. Inside now it goes to Aoife Rattigan. Aoife, shot comes in from way out from the full forward Nessa Dooley, and that's off to the left, and it goes wide. So that's the 4th time the ball has gone wide on the Kildare side. Twice it's gone wide from shots at the target, and twice from overhit passes, if you like. So Sligo now with a kick out. 24 minutes gone in the first half. Ellen Maguire kicks it straight down the middle. Up goes the right full forward, Caoimhe Connor, but it's dropped and it's on the ground. Caoimhe Connor goes down on it. Referee is pushing the back on the Sligo player. Caoimhe Connor, Drumcliff, scored 2 points for ATU Donegal in the Lynch Cup recently for her university. Caoimhe Connor. So Sligo have the ball in the half back line. Referee gives the free out to Ciara Scanlon as she tried to burrow her way through a couple of Kildare players. 22 and a half minutes almost gone the first half. 2-5 to Kildare, 2 points to Sligo. And the ball played out here now to Maeve Casterly. She's the outlet for her teammate and clubmate Isabel Henry. Played up the wing by Isabel Henry, but well cut out there by Clifford, but she loses it out to Sinead Nocton. That's a good ball up by Sinead Nocton. Well won inside by the full forward, plays it across, looking for the run of Leah Duffy, but Tara Phillips' pass was grabbed by a Kildare player, and they can come out and attack once more. Leah Duffy goes in for the tackle, but Kildare still have it with Claire Sullivan playing it down the wing. Kildare with the full forward, Nessa Dooley, way out from goal, plays a high ball up towards Roisin Byrne, racing out there along the sideline. Ellie McDermott putting the pressure on. This is Claire Sullivan, inside now to Curran, Lara Curran. It's well offloaded, and the ball was played to Roisin Byrne, who was taken down, and it's going to be a free in for Kildare just inside the 20-metre line, Ellen Dowling territory. She's got a goal and a point so far in the game, and she has a chance now to extend the lead for the visitors in the 26th minute of the game. So Ellen Dowling scored 3 against Offaly the last day, and she dissects the posts expertly to make it 1-2 for this afternoon. Ellen Dowling. So she continues her good form for Kildare with that free. So 26 minutes gone. 2-6 to Kildare. 2 points to Sligo. That wind is just incredible how difficult it is for the defending team to get the ball away to safety. It's a free in now for Kildare. Ellen Dowling is on the ball once more. Aaron Clogher has just demonstrated how the foul was committed. So this is Ellen Dowling. She plays it short, and Kildare have a chance now to extend the lead with Claire Sullivan. Here comes the shot from Dooley, and it's sent in, and it's sent over the bar brilliantly by Nessa Dooley. That's a point to add to the goal she got earlier, and that makes it 2-7 now to 2 points in favour of the visitors. And that wind and rain is not letting up one little bit. So Sligo with the kick out. Ellen Maguire looking for a runner, looking for that movement. And Kildare have scuppered that plan once more. This is the full forward, Nessa Dooley to Roisin Byrne, takes the shot and she hammers it into the back of the net. Roisin Byrne with the goal, and that has come in the 28th minute. Roisin Byrne, we spoke a moment ago about Kildare looking to get a couple of big scores before the break to put the game out of sight for Sligo to a large extent, and you could argue that it'll be really difficult for Sligo to climb the mountain that faces them in the second half. It's 16 points to 2, 3-7 to 2 points. That's out over the sideline from Ellen Maguire. And almost 28 minutes played now in the first half here at Quigabar in Escrone, West County Sligo, right on the Mayo border, looking at the Ox Mountains in front of us, Atlantic Ocean behind us, and Sligo and Kildare in front of us now, playing some really, really top football in the conditions. Grace Clifford, expert pass out to a right half back. Lara Gilbert. Now it's on the 20-metre line. Kildare looking for another score before the break. There's Ellen Dowling. She loops around, thought about the shot, gives it to Lara Curran. She makes a decision to go for a score, and it's sent in and it's sent over the bar. Lara Curran has got the point. That's 4 for her in the first half. And the Kildare full forward line have really made a tremendous impact in this game so far, with Ellen Dowling getting 1-2 so far. Nessa Dooley has got a goal and a point, and Laura Curran has kicked 4. So the full inside line of the Kildare team really making their mark in this game. 3-8 now to Sligo, to Kildare, 2 points to Sligo. That's 15 points of a gap, and we have 29 minutes gone in the first half in this game, and conditions and the elements against Sligo, and thankfully the players are back up. It's Claire Sullivan is up, and Aoife Harron is up as well. Aoife has been tremendous for Sligo in the first half, kicking 2 great scores. Dreadfully unlucky with another one that landed on top of the crossbar. Ellen Maguire has made a brilliant save so far as well. Ellie McDermott wins a free out. Shamrock Gales player going down bravely on that. This is Nicola Brennan, offloads it now, but Kildare have turned it over once more, looking for another score before the break. Here they come with Roisin Byrne running at the Sligo defence, takes the return pass from Clifford, takes her shot, left footed kick, in it goes, and it goes out to the left and wide. So that's a 5th wide by my tally for Kildare in the first half. And Ellen Maguire with the kick out once more. That's 30 minutes on the clock. There will be added time for stoppages. Nicola Brennan shows well for that pass. Under pressure from opposite number, and Grace Clifford. Can they capitalise with another goal? Clifford with a shot off the crossbar. Roisin Byrne now with the follow-up. Takes her shot, dangerous ball, and in over the bar. For a moment I thought it was going to dip underneath the crossbar, but Roisin Byrne has made a 1-1 for her tally for today. But what about that for a shot from Grace Clifford? It had goal written all over it, but it ricocheted off the crossbar out to safety. You could just see the power in the shot by how far it ricocheted off the crossbar. It must have ricocheted out to the 13-metre line, but such was the power behind Grace Clifford's effort. But on this occasion it luck smiled on Sligo as it came to Roisin Byrne, and she put the ball over the bar. So 3-9 to Kildare, 2 points to Sligo. We have 31 minutes played in the first half here at Quigabar in Escrone. Sligo under the cosh, playing against the elements, of course. Very, very difficult conditions for both sets of teams. This is Ellen Maguire. Kicks it long out towards the 45-metre line. Kildare have possession, but the referee has adjudged that the Sligo player was fouled, and the free is taken here, and it was Ellie McDermott won that free. She gets it to Tara Breheny. Now Tara, this side of the field, the St Mary's player, gets it back to Nicola Brennan. Nicola has support runner in the middle. Back to Nicola Brennan once more. Gives it to her midfielder, Sinead Regan. Sinead Offloads it to Sarah Reynolds. Back to Sinead Regan. Plays it across here to the wing. Caoimhe Connor finds Maeve Casterly. Maeve working it up the wing. So Sligo hoping for a score before half time. This is Sinead Nocton. Back to a right half back. Isabel Henry. So Isabel finds Tara Breheny in space. She runs forward. She's challenged by the corner forward. Gets it to the inside now to Tara Phillips. Back to Tara Breheny. Offloads it, but again Kildare disrupt that attack. And there is the half-time whistle from Aaron Clogher. He played just over 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. And respite for both sets of players with those conditions, I'm sure.
Invincible. responsible.
And welcome back here to Quigga Bar in Escrone in County Sligo for the second half of this Lidl LGFA Division 3 National Football League game between Sligo, the home team, and Kildare, the visitors. Sligo trailing at the break by 2 points. They have 2 points. Kildare have 3-9. It's a big ask for Anthony Brennan's team to come back into the game and overturn that lead. However, stranger things have happened, and that breeze is massive. You can see from the flags there, the breeze is so strong. So let's see how can Sligo do in the second half with the aid of the elements. So it's a game where you would typically say in GAA parlance, a game of two halves where the wind is blowing so strong in one direction. Let's see what can Sligo do to ease into that lead. So Kildare, on the other hand, they'll be looking to get an early score or two to extend that lead and put the game beyond all doubt. So Aaron Clogher ready with the ball at his feet to throw the ball in again. The same midfield partnerships are in situ. Grace Clifford, the captain from Eadstown, and Aoife Rattigan from Kappa for Kildare, up against Sinead Regan of Drumcliff Ross's Point and Sarah Reynolds of Giva and Sligo. They're the Sligo midfield partnership. So Diana O'Hara's team have a handsome lead. Anthony Brennan's team will try their best, I've no doubt, in trying to reduce the deficit as soon as possible and give themselves a chance to make inroads into that 16-point advantage that the Kildare team have at the moment. Here we go. Stopwatch is pressed on and Kildare have it. Grace Clifford with possession offloads it forward and they put it through the hands is the call from the Kildare players, through the hands. So Laura Curran holding on to the ball. So Kildare happy to hold on to possession in the middle third and inviting Sligo to put them under pressure. This is Aoife Clifford, very prominent in the first half as well. Aoife Clifford, she was attacking at every opportunity, as was Laura Gilbert. So Laura, she ships the pass across, but well intercepted there by Sinead Regan. Sends it long up towards Leah Duffy, racing after it, but there's too much pace on the ball and it's going to beat her out over the end line. So that's a Sligo wide, but signals the intent for Sligo. So Mary Hulgren to kick the ball out for Kildare, and she sends it out, but Sarah Reynolds has it. You can see already that Sligo making use of that wind advantage. Tara Breheny gets back to Nicola Brennan. Nicola plays it low to Isabel Henry on the 45. Now she crosses the 45. She's Caoimhe Connor now. Caoimhe, her clubmate at Drumcliff, back to Isabel Henry on the 20-metre line. She takes a bounce, but it skids off the surface. She's along the sideline now under pressure from Trina Duggan, and Kildare have turned that over in their own full back line, and they had to work it out. There's the full forward, Nessa Dooley, back helping out the defences, Mary Hulgren with possession in that green jersey. Hand passes it low to Laura Curran. Everybody back helping out the defence now as Ellen Dowling carries the ball upfield, gets it now to Aoife Rattigan. Kildare working it through the hands. Inside it comes now to Grace Clifford. Laura Curran once more, and it's through the hands all the way as they work it through the lines. So Kildare have weathered that early storm from Sligo, and this is their left half forward, Trina Duggan, to Nessa Dooley, back to Duggan. The call from the Kildare bench is keep the ball, as Nessa Dooley sends it over there along the sideline, and the referee has given the free to Sligo. Some good determined play by the Sligo team, and they have a chance now to work it forward with Caoimhe Connor. Will she use the boot once more? She does. She drives it forward up towards the full forward, Tara Phillips. It breaks off her out on the sideline. She picks it up well. Tara gets a good pass away to Caoimhe Connor once more. Sligo, promising position. Caoimhe Connor sends it high, but that's tailing out to the right and wide, not threatening the posts at all. So second successive wide for Sligo. 3 minutes gone in the game. They just need a score of some description, Sligo, to set themselves down in the second half. Kildare happy to soak up the pressure and then work it upfield through the hands when they get the ball. This is the full back with a good catch there, Leisha Lenahan from Kill, taking that ball very well to Aoife Rattigan. Aoife under pressure from Tara Phillips. Grace Clifford now, the familiar sight. Inside now to Leisha Lenihan once more. This is Trina Duggan, Aoife Clifford, and now we have Ruth Sargent as Kildare working across the field. Roisin Byrne gets her hands on it now. Roisin takes a solo, looks up, back to Ruth Sargent. Ruth under pressure from Sinead Regan, but Kildare composed on the ball, comfortable on the ball. Grace Clifford, Claire Sullivan. Aoife Harron puts the pressure on Grace Clifford, but she gets her hand pass away as Aoife Clifford comes forward. Now it's Lara Gilbert. Grace Clifford once more to Aoife. Aoife Clifford, tackled by Tara Breheny, goes to ground the ball. This is Grace Clifford, offloads it. Laura Curran ships it inside now to Aoife Clifford and Ellen Dowling. Grace Clifford as they're working up the wing here. This is Claire Sullivan, but well intercepted there by the fullback Claire Dunn. Brilliant play by Claire Dunn once more. Great defending. Ball sent long and quickly up as its space opens up for Sligo here. This is Sinead Nocton. Dinks a nice pass forward. This is Leah Duffy. Advantage is being played. Her kick is blocked down, but she gets a great shot away. And that's a really good score there by Leah Duffy, showing the leadership. Captain's part. And Claire Dunn, you have to say, in the full back line was instrumental in setting up that score for Leah Duffy. And she took her score brilliantly under a lot of pressure. She had won the free. The referee had called an advantage, but Leah Duffy didn't need it. That's 3 points now for Sligo. And that score came after almost 5 minutes of the second half. So Kildare using the boot as it comes forward now to Lara Gilbert of Kildangan and Nerney. This is Kildare with Roisin Byrne now. Roisin Byrne into the centre to Grace Clifford. Byrne on the loop, takes the ball back. She breaks the 45-metre line, plays it low in towards Nessa Dooley, out in front of Ellie McDermott. Nessa Dooley looks up, takes a solo, decides to recycle it. This is Aoife Rattigan. Foul on Aoife Rattigan. The referee playing an advantage. The referee says no advantage accruing. Free in for Kildare. And Aoife Rattigan making the strong running to draw the foul and win the free for Kildare. And this is Roisin Byrne now with the chance to extend the lead. So Roisin, 6 points for the Sarsfield player against Offaly the last day. 1-1 today. She looks at the post. She's facing into the teeth of the breeze, kicking it high and kicking it straight through the middle. And that's a really good score by Roisin Byrne. That's her first of the second half. 1-2 in total. 3-10 now to Kildare. 3 points to Sligo. 6 minutes gone in the second half here at Quigabar as Ellen Maguire gets the kick out away quickly. This is Ellie McDermott. She's support there with Ciara Scanlon, but Ellie McDermott wins a free, the Shamrock Gales player. Ellie looks up, takes it quickly, gets it to Sinead Regan. Sinead takes a solo under pressure from Aoife Rattigan. She needs support. She has to turn backwards, recycle it backwards in field, and the ball goes to ground. It's anybody's ball now, and Sarah Reynolds gathers it and collects it. Claire Dunn. Claire back to Sarah Reynolds once more. So Sarah gets it out to the far side of the field. Sligo in search of another score, trailing by 3-10 to 3 points. Caoimhe Connor just inside the 45-metre line. Back out now to Sinead Regan. It's a low pass under a lot of pressure from Grace Clifford, and she's lost out to Grace Clifford. Grace Clifford winning the free for Kildare, foraging for the ball on the ground. It all came from the hand pass that went to feet, and Kildare capitalising on that mistake, and they have the free taken by Grace Clifford. Back to Laura Curran, back helping out her defence now. Kildare shoring up the back line, battening down the hatches, as they say, in these weather conditions and with that score line as well. They don't want to take any risks at the back. Ellen Dowling takes a solo, loses it, gets it back inside now to Claire Sullivan, loses it, plays along the floor, but well taken there by Sligo, and ball is played long up towards this side of the field. Running after it there is Sinead Nocton, taking that very good pass from the other Sinead. That's Sinead Regan. This is Leah Duffy now. Leah, hand pass now to Sarah Reynolds. Sarah sends it diagonally inside, and Kildare hoover that up once more. This is Leisha Lenihan from Kill on her way. She's in space. She's a lot of room to run into, and she gets it to Claire Sullivan. Claire to Grace Clifford. Kildare have just one player up in the full forward line, so they have to work it through the hands. Laura Curran to Claire Sullivan once more. Now the run comes from Nessa Dooley. She goes to ground, but again Claire Dunn in superb form inside. Claire Dunn beating Roisin Byrne on that occasion. Gets it to Caoimhe Connor. And Claire Dunn has it once more, taking the pass from Ciara Scanlon as Sligo working up the wing, the far side of the field. This is Maeve Casserly, 8.5 minutes gone in the second half. Maeve under a lot of pressure from Leisha Lenihan. Leisha Lenihan, has she overturned it? She has. Gets it back now to Trina Duggan. Trina into the middle. So Kildare with Roisin Byrne. Grab hold of the ball once more. Byrne out to the wing. And that's Nessa Dooley. Back to Roisin Byrne. Kildare warming up substitutes on the far side. Grace Clifford now in possession in the middle third. And she can offload it to Leisha Lenihan. So Grace Clifford, low ball up field. Claire Sullivan. This is the right half back now. Lara Gilbert coming into the line. Now it's Aoife Rattigan. Gilbert once more in possession on the Sligo 45. Gets her pass away. Sligo have all the defending to do now as Kildare retain the ball very well there with Roisin Byrne, but that pass goes to ground, but they get it back. Nessa Dooley. So the ball is played long in towards the goal mouth. The goalkeeper Ellen Maguire comes for it, and Ellen has it, very comfortable, and sends a nice pass out here to this side of the field. And Sligo have a chance now to build once more with Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe gets her pass here now to the centre back, Nicola Brennan, and Nicola to Sinead Regan, and Sarah Reynolds in space. So Sligo mounting an attack once more. They switch the point of attack to the far side of the field. Isabel has the ball, Maeve Cassidy rather, sends it low upfield towards the full forward Tara Phillips. She's dragged back. It's going to be a free in for Sligo, about 36-37 metres out from goal. And Kildare now are making a couple of changes. There's 3 subs coming on for Kildare. So Diana O'Hara, Mayo woman, is ringing the changes. Off comes Claire Sullivan. Off comes Nessa Dooley. And we'll see who else has come on in a moment. Who else is coming off? So there's 2 of them off. That's Claire Sullivan and Nessa Dooley are gone. And Sarah Munnelly is off as well. So Sarah Munnelly, Nessa Dooley and Claire Sullivan is on, and we can see there that they've brought on Maya Doherty, number 26, and they've brought on Grania Kennelly, number 21, as the kick is taken by Sarah Reynolds. Dangerous ball in, the goalkeeper drops it, and it's in the back of the net. It's a goal for Sligo, and pouncing on that was Sinead Regan. That's exactly what Sligo needed. That's exactly what the game needed. A booming kick in. Mary Hulgrain got a hand to it, and when it rebounded out, there was Sinead Regan to pounce on the opportunity, and she didn't have to be asked twice to palm the ball into the back of the net. So Sinead Regan with the goal for Sligo. That's come 12 minutes into the second half, and that's a real confidence boost for the Sligo team. Sinead Regan, the player that got the final touch to that, to finish it to the back of the net, and it's exactly what the game needed. It's exactly what Sligo needed as Kildare come on the attack with the player wearing number 16. That's Lauren. That's Lauren. I beg your pardon. That's Anna Dunlea. Anna Dunlea for Kildare. She's on wearing number 16. She's from the Raheens club. I beg your pardon. It's 26. Maya Doherty from Leagues Club is in, and Maya Doherty is in, and we'll see that number 19 is in as well, and that's Ellen Dowley. She's in from the start. She was named on the bench, but she has started the game. Ellen Dowley, of course, she's had a fantastic game so far, scoring 1-2. We're just looking at the substitute numbers to give them to you. 21, as I said earlier, is Grania Kennelly of Eadstown. We know that Claire Sullivan, Nessa Dooley and Sarah Munnelly have all left the field of play as Kildare come once more with Lara Curran on the attack. 1-3 to Sligo, 3-10 to Kildare. 12.5 minutes gone in the second half here at Caoimhe Bar. Kildare on the attack with possession. Ellen Dowley back to Grace Clifford. She has support outside with Aoife Rattigan. Aoife gets her pass away to Grania Kennelly. A first touch for Grania. It's back with Grania Kennelly once more. She gets past her marker. Still Grania Kennelly tries to go round Caoimhe Connor. She goes to ground instead. Referee says play on. That was a good tackle. Still Kildare retain the possession. Aoife Rattigan. She got between 2 Sligo defenders on that occasion. Grace Clifford. Lovely pass outside. This is Roisin Byrne now. Good defending by Sligo. You have to say Grace Clifford now spreads the play to Aoife Rattigan. A chance of a shot here from Rattigan. She cuts inside, takes a left-footed kick, and that's into the goalkeeper. And brilliant save again by Maguire. Ellen Maguire under a lot of pressure. Ball dipping under the crossbar. She spilled it momentarily, but she recovered, got down, and the in-running Ellen Dowling was trying to punch the ball into the back of the net, but Ellen Maguire has made another great save. One thing you can say about Ellen Maguire, she does not lack in courage. That's for certain. She has made two really brave saves, putting her body on the line there again for Sligo, and great credit to the Sligo keeper from Owen Rua to keep Ellen Dowling at bay on that occasion. Really dangerous ball with the wind. It dipped under the crossbar. The goalkeeper got her two hands to it. It dropped for a moment, and she had to deal with Ellen Dowling racing in with one thing on her mind. That was to put the ball into the back of net, but the goalkeeper got down bravely to win her free, and she plays the ball out now to Nicola Brennan. So Nicola in the middle of the centre half back position. That's a good pass by Nicola Brennan. And we see I think there's a sub on the Sligo team. We'll give you that in a moment as well. Ciara Scanlon is dispossessed, and Sligo have coughed up possession. This is Ellen Dowling now racing through the centre. Nicola Brennan giving chase. Inside is Roisin Byrne, but a brilliant tackle was more clear done. She's outstanding in there in the full back position, reading the game and sniffing out the danger and being there at the right time to keep Kildare at bay. The ball goes to ground on that occasion. Tara Breheny dispossessed, out-muscled, and this is Kildare coming forward with the substitute, Grania Keneally. This is the other substitute, Maya Doherty of Leixlip. Back to Keneally. Two substitutes combining very well. And Sligo have introduced Kate Hosey. Kate Hosey is in for Sligo. She's wearing number 24. So Kate Hosey is in on the Sligo team, wearing number 24. But Grace Clifford has possession. And still Kildare probing, looking for an opening, trying to prise open and punch a hole in this Sligo defence, but they can't get through at the moment. They can't find that gap due to the diligence and the determination of the Sligo backline. They really are making life difficult for Kildare in the second half, and that occasion Grace Clifford's arm was pulled back, and Aaron Clogher raises his hand to say free in for Kildare. It's about maybe about 26-27 metres out, I'd say. It's a difficult kick against the breeze. 16 minutes almost gone in the second half here at Quigabar, just outside Inniscrone. Inniscrone Kilglass is the name of the club. This ground was built in 1983. This is the free from Roisin Byrne, and she sends it in and she directs it straight between the posts. That's a great score again for Roisin Byrne. 1-3 is her personal tally here today. That's 2 points for her in the second half. 16 minutes gone in the second half. 3-11 to Kildare, 1-3 to Sligo. And Ciara Scanlon gets it now to Sinead Regan, to Ellie McDermott, back to Sinead Regan. She has Nicola Brennan if she wants to get the ball to her, but she finds Claire Dunn, setting out towards Tara Breheny. Does very well to get away from her marker. Nice ball into Leah Duffy. Leah offloads it. And the foul there on Orla Nocton. Orla Nocton is in, wearing 21. Free is taken quickly for Sligo. Leah Duffy takes the return pass. It's held up by Grace Clifford. Gets a pass out to Sinead Regan. Out now to Nicola Brennan. She looks at the target and she sends it in. That's a tremendous score by Nicola Brennan. From all of 35 metres out, with all of the 15 Kildare players behind the ball, Nicola Brennan sends it between the posts. Brilliant score. Kick out by the goalkeeper, Mary Hulgrain. Out towards Mia Doherty. Mia shows good pace, moving up the sideline. That's three solos. Inside now to Roisin Byrne once more. Roisin has a runner off her shoulder. That's Aoife Rattigan. She spins the ball back to Mia Doherty. So Kildare holding on to the ball now with Roisin Byrne. Roisin looks up, thinks a pass out towards this side of the field where Ellen Dowling is racing after it. She picks it up, and she's after Kate Hosey for company. Kate Hosey applying the pressure. This is Grania Keneally once more, and Roisin Byrne finds a Kildare player inside. Now it's Grace Clifford. Good tackling by Claire Dunn once more, and the referee has adjudged that Claire Dunn has fouled Grace Clifford. It's going to be a free in for Kildare, and it's just inside the 20 metre line. 18 minutes gone the second half. Sligo 1-4, Kildare 3-11. It was 3-9 to 2 points at half time, so it's 1-2 to 2 points in favour of Sligo in the second half, and Sligo are winning the second half. It's with the aid of that breeze, but that mountain they had to climb is so big and so severe that it was always going to be difficult to dent it. And but in fairness to Sligo, they haven't stopped working hard. They haven't stopped trying very, very hard in this game, and they are giving it everything. But referee has awarded that free in for Kildare. Off comes Ciara Scanlon. On comes Orla Devlin from St. Militia Gales, Grange Cliffany, North County Sligo. So Orla Devlin, St. Militia Gales, and it's sent over the bar there by Ellen Dowling. That's another point for her. That's 1-3 for Ellen Dowling in the game. And it's 1-4 to Sligo, 3-12 to Kildare. We have 19 minutes gone in the second half. Sligo on the attack now with Sinead Regan. Sinead Ellie McDermott. Sligo working it upfield. This is the right half back, Isabel Henry. Goes Nicola Brennan has it now. Back to Claire Dunn, who has been very impressive for Sligo in the match. Claire sends a pass over towards the substitute Orla Devlin, getting her first touch of the game. Sligo now. Nicola Brennan got that great score from play. Sends it left-footed up field. Cut out there by the left half forward, Trina Duggan. And Trina gets the ball away to Aoife Rattigan. This is Grace Clifford. Trina once more. And Kildare moving it forward now with Ellen Dowling. She's dragged back by Leah Duffy. The referee gives the free to the team wearing the black jerseys. They're the team from Kildare as the referee holds the play up because Kildare are making another substitute. Off comes Lara Curran. Lara Curran is off. She's made a big impact in the game. She scored 4 points in total, Lara Curran. And this is Lara Gilbert, the other Lara. And this is the substitute now coming forward. Roisin Ford of Maynooth, cutting through the centre, carving out that opening, and the shot comes in and it sails between the posts. That's Roisin Byrne. That's a wonderfully hit point by Roisin Byrne, this time from play. And that makes it 1-4, the tally for the Sarsfield centre half forward. 3:13 now Kildare, 1-4 to Sligo, and the goalkeeper will be replaced. That's Mary Hulgrain, and she's going off, and the substitute goalkeeper is going to take her place. Who would imagine it's Anna Dunlea. Anna Dunlea from Raheens is now in on the field, wearing number 16. This is Claire Dunn. Ball goes to ground. Referee says stalemate situation. Sligo say we had the possession. Orla Devlin had the ball, but the referee Aaron Clogher is going to throw it in between two players, Aoife Rattigan and Nicola Brennan. Goes to the floor, and Sligo have conceded the free. Roisin Byrne tried to find a player quickly, but she thought better of it. Let's hold on to the ball. Grace Clifford to Laura Gilbert. Back to Grace Clifford. Kildare with Grace Clifford going around Sligo defender, kicks it low inside to Ciara Price, who's in. Ciara is dragged down. Ciara is from Sarsfield. She didn't start the game. She was named to start, but wearing number 13, but she was replaced just before the start by Ellen Dowling. But Ciara Price is in now, and she has won that free for her team. So we know that Ciara Price is in, Maya Doherty is in, Anna Dunlea is in, Grania Kennelly is in, and there's a yellow card. A yellow card there for Isabel Henry. And as a result of that challenge, it's sent in and over the bar. Nessa Ellen Dowling has got that point. That's another point for her. 1-4 for her so far in the game. Kick out now by Ellen Maguire to Claire Dunn. So Claire looking for a Sligo player, but it's cut out by Ciara Price. Now it's Ellen Dowling. Challenged by Ellie McDermott. Offloads it now to Aoife Rattigan. Keep ball is the watchword over there. This is Trina Duggan. Has worked her socks off today as well for Kildare. This is Roisin Ford of Maynooth. And Grace Clifford. Roisin Byrne. Still full of running and energy. Ground is an energy sapping surface this afternoon with all the wind and rain and all the rain we've had over the last couple of weeks. The players dealing very, very well with the conditions. And Kildare with Ciara Price now trying to go past Claire Dunn. Still Ciara Price gets it out and outside to rushing forward. And really good play there in the defence from Sligo's Orla Nocton, helping out the defence. Orla can't get her hands on it as Grace Clifford grabs it to Roisin Byrne once more. She looks up, takes a shot that's going to land into the goalkeeper's arms. So this is Ellen Maguire for Sligo. She has Caoimhe Connor out this side of the field, so Caoimhe is racing after it. Will she keep it in play? I think she will. No, she won't. Just too much pace on the ball, and it's gone out of play. It's going to be a line kick to Kildare this side of the field. The referee has held up the play once more. 24 minutes gone in the second half. Kildare 3-13, Sligo 1-4. Another substitute for Sligo. Sligo down to 14 players due to the yellow card for Isabel Henry, sin bidding. And so Anthony Brennan bringing another substitute in. And the player that's coming in is the player wearing number 19. That's Clara Battle from Owen Rua. So Clara Battle is in, and Nicola Brennan has made way. So Clara Battle for Nicola Brennan on the Sligo team. Grace Clifford goes past Sarah Reynolds. Still Grace Clifford. She's faced with Ellie McDermott now, but she's taken too many steps, and that's really good defended by Ellie McDermott. She got between the player and the space she wanted to get into, and Ellie McDermott forced Grace Clifford into an error of overholding, and Aaron Clark gave the free out to the Yates County. So Kildare are bringing on Elaine Keogh now. Elaine Keogh is coming in. She's wearing number 18, and she's from the Sarsfields Club in Newbridge, and she's replacing Grace Clifford. So Grace Clifford of Eadstown, the captain of the team, she's going to make way. She didn't score today, Grace, but she certainly made a big impact. Had a fine game, hit the crossbar in the first half with a rasper of a shot that rebounded back out the field. This is Caoimhe Connor for Sligo. This is Sinead Regan. Back to Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe kicks it long. Might work out well for Sligo, but Kildare hand got to the ball. It's going to be a 45 for Sligo, and the Brute Sargent got the touch there just to take it away from the Sligo player inside, and it's going to be a 45. The linesman Des Henry there, Drumcliff Ross's Point, marks the spot for Sinead Regan to take the free from. So Sinead leaves it down, plays it low, and Kate Hosey went down. Referee says no foul. Kildare have it in their own half back line. The referee spots it, an infringement. It'll be a free out for Kildare, taken quickly. 3-14 to 1-4. The league leaders will be still at the top of the table tonight on scoring difference at the very least. And what about that for a scoring difference? If it stays the same, they're on plus 16 for this match, plus 53 going into the game. They'll be on plus 69. They'll be on plus 69 scoring difference after this match if the scores were to stay as they are at the moment. But they come forward now with Roisin Ford, the Maynooth player, offloads it the far side to Mia Doherty. She kicks it inside, but there's Claire Dunn. Claire Dunn has been outstanding for Sligo today, leading from the back. This is Sinead Regan, has really worked hard in the game as well for Sligo. This is Kate Hosey now. Kate from Curry on the Mayo border as well, near Charlestown. So Kate gets her pass away to Sinead Regan. Back to Kate Hosey. So Kate burst the tackle. Well done by Kate Hosey, getting through two Kildare tacklers, so the pass is intercepted. Well read then by Leisha Lenihan of Kill and Kildare. Leisha Lenihan been very prominent in the second half as Sligo had more possession in the Kildare defensive area of the field. And Leisha Lenihan getting a vital interception there as Ellen Dowling takes the pass. Offloads it now to Aoife Rattigan. Aoife Rattigan looks up, looking for the run inside, maybe a Ciara Price. Gives it to Leisha Lenihan. Ciara Price is still available, but Aoife Rattigan decides to slow things down a little bit and take a couple of solos. This is Maya Doherty for Kildare. So the League Slip player gets her kick away, but it's well intercepted. And Sligo can bring it forward now with Caoimhe Connor. So Caoimhe, Drumcliff Ross's Point, dinks a nice pass out towards the far side towards Kate Hosey, but there was Trina Duggan to get there first. Intercepted, disrupted. This is Roisin Byrne. Roisin Nice pass inside out to the other Roisin. That's Ford. She takes her shot and she puts it straight between the posts. Roisin Ford. That's her first score of the game. The Maynooth player on in the second half makes it 3-15 now to 1 goal and 4. And we can safely say, with a minute and a half of normal time left to play, that Kildare will be taking the 3 points from Quigabar, Inniscrone, Kilglass area, West County Sligo. Beautiful West County Sligo, scenic area of the world. Wild Atlantic Way, famous for its beaches, its surfing and hospitality, as Tara Breheny bursts through the centre. This is brilliant play by Breheny, and she's pulled back. It's going to be a free in. The referee has blown his whistle. So Tara Breheny came through the centre like a train, and Sligo have a chance now to add another point from a free, thanks to the St Mary's left half back and very strong running. This is the free sent in and over the bar. Sinead Nocton, the player that's got it. And we have 29 minutes 12 seconds gone on the clock. So this is a chance now for Anna Dunley of Raheens with her first kick out. And it's a good one too against the breeze. And up for it there is Orla Nocton, but Kildare have it with Elaine Keogh out now to the left full back, Aoife Clifford. Gives it here now to Gráinne Keneally. Sends it Roisin Ford. Now it's Roisin Byrne. Left-handed hand pass upfield. Ciara Price. Ciara Price trying to find the space, find the gap, but she turns backwards, and Kildare have it now with Aoife Rattigan, who got that early score for Kildare. One of the first scores that Kildare got was from Aoife Rattigan. This is Maya Doherty, and Maya Doherty plays it back now to Trina Duggan. So Trina Duggan has space, and again Kildare bench is saying keep the ball, run down the clock. 30 minutes have elapsed here. We're in time added on, whatever Aaron Clogher, the Roscommon referee, decides at his discretion is the added on time. So we have Kildare on the attack with Aoife Rattigan. Finds Laura Gilbert. Laura racing through. She looks up. Tara Breheny gets the tackle in. It's offloaded now to Ciara Price. In fact, it's Trina Duggan, and she sends that to the left and wide. And that's the first wide I make that Kildare have hit in the second half. They've hit 5 in the first. Sligo hit 2 wides in the second half. So it's 3-15 to 1-5. That's 24-8. And really and truly, Kildare capitalised on that massive storm breeze in the first half to race into a 3-9 to 2-point lead at half time. And Anthony Brennan's team always had a massive mountain to climb in the second half, with or without the aid of this strong wind. So credit to Sligo. They stuck to their task. They never stopped trying, working hard, trying to find a way to get scores, but they come up against superior opposition this afternoon in Kildare, and there signs on it that they are the league leaders in Division 1 on scoring difference. Kildare have brought in another substitute. That's number 23, Hannah Turrell, Rat Coffey. Hannah Turrell of Rat Coffey and Kildare. So Claire Dunn still working hard there, even at this late stage of the game, fighting for possession, as is Sinead Regan. Sinead, long probing ball in over the top, but again Kildare read that very, very well. And Ruth Sargent, she wasn't going to take any chances. She took up a correct position, and in fact it was Sinead Aoife Rattigan that took up the good position and caught that ball to snuff out the Sligo threat. This is Ellen Dowling. Out it goes now to Elaine Keogh. 32 minutes have been played in the second half. Aoife Rattigan once more. Low pass to the sub, Hannah Turrell, but she's turned over. And there is the full-time whistle as Isabel Henry, I think, is back on. Or Claire Dunn, in fact, had the ball when the final whistle went. It's all over here. A shrill blast of the whistle from Aaron Clogher has said that Kildare have won this game on a scoreline of 3 goals and 15 to 1 goal and 5. It was even Stevens in the second half. Kildare scored 6 points, Sligo scored 1-3, but the real damage was done in the first half by Kildare. 3 goals and 9 points to lead to 2 points at the break. Goals come from Nessa Dooley, Roisin Byrne, and Ellen Dowling, and they were the difference. It left it very, very difficult, a really tough task for the Sligo team to come back in the second half. But to their credit, they worked hard, they kept in the game, and they battled gamely right throughout the match. But Kildare are the league leaders, and they had strong performers all over the field, with Grace Clifford in the middle of the field, Ellen Dowling scoring 1-4, Nessa Dooley scoring 1-1, Laura Curran with 4 points as well. Great performances in the backline with Aoife Clifford as well, Leisha Lenihan in the second half. But I suppose that's the way it ended. Kildare, Division 3 leaders, and I think we'll give player of the match. Ellen Dowling, 1 goal and 4. She had a fine game. She wasn't named to start, but she did come in and score 1-4. It could have been Ellen Dowling, it could have been Nessa Dooley, Roisin Byrne, Grace Clifford. Aoife Clifford had a stormer as well, as had Laura Curran. But our player of the match today will be Ellen Dowling. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to Kildare. They remain top of the league, and they'll have a scoring difference of plus 70 by my reckoning. That's 16. They won this game today by 16 points. They had 53 coming in, so their plus 69 is the Kildare scoring average, scoring difference, plus 69. So they should stay top of the league tonight, unless the other teams score a hell of a score today, which is quite unlikely. But Kildare will remain top of the league tonight with that plus 69 scoring average. Wexford come in on today with the plus 22 and Louth at plus 15 in second and third place respectively. So Kildare favourites now to be promoted out of Division 3. A great performance by them. Credit to Sligo for the effort. It's all over here, the wet, windy and cold Quigabar in Inniscrone Glass grounds in West County Sligo. Credit to the players for putting in a fantastic effort and performance in these dreadful conditions this afternoon. So it's all over. A handsome win for Kildare, 3-15 to the league leaders, 1-5 to Sligo, and we wait with great expectation for the final games of the season to find out who will be promoted. Sligo still in that dogfight at the bottom of Division 3. Kildare fighting for promotion. They're in a really good position now to get promoted to Division 2. Thank you for your company this afternoon. Thanks to Owen here on camera. We'll be back in a few moments. We'll try and get the Kildare manager, Denise O'Hora, as well as Ellen Dowling. So until we get the players and the player and the manager to speak to, we leave it there for the moment. So thank you for your time and company here. Congratulations to Kildare. Well done to them. And they've won this game by 3-15 to 1-5. So Diane O'Hora, again, a fantastic victory. Your thoughts on that game? Sum it up for us.
Yeah, you know, it was a game of two halves. Very breezy conditions here, Ray. So I'm just so pleased with the way that the girls managed it. You know, Con Brennan and Brian Noonan have been working with them the last couple of weeks, actually, in waiting for this game. So there was a bit of a break in games because of, you know, the college's finals. So it's just given us more time to kind of build and develop and implement the plan that the lads have been working with them with. So we're absolutely delighted with the way that the team managed this today. What
impressed you most about your team's performance?
I just think their maturity in how they managed it. Obviously, really difficult conditions. You know, the sea breeze coming across the soft pitch. So, you know, when you're a team that wants to play a running game, you have to kind of maybe hold back and, you know, protect the goal that little bit more and choose to run your game that little bit differently. So they managed it incredibly well. I'm really impressed.
First 50 minutes, Sligo really battened down the hatches. They were defending really well. Ellen Maguire made a brilliant save, but then you capitalised. You got 3 quick goals, 2 in a minute, and you must have been very happy with that. In particular, with those 2 goals about 15 minutes in, were the sucker punch for Sligo and really set you up for the rest of the game.
Yeah, like exactly that. I'm impressed with how they managed it. I mean, sometimes you could be going for goals when you have no right to go for them at all, and you should be taking your points and the goals will come. But that's what I'm saying about this group. They're clever. They're learning every game. They're making really good decisions, not for themselves, just for the team. What's the right thing to do at the right time? And of course they came in quick successions, because as players, like they get to make that choice. Is this the right thing for me to do, to have a go, have a crack now? And yeah, sometimes they come off, sometimes they don't, but I have to say I hand it to them, because they actually saw the opening, they saw the gap, they backed themselves, and we believe in them 100% to do that every time, to make those decisions.
And you had the opportunity to run your bench here today, Diane. You must be very happy to get the panel game time on the field here in Quiggabar.
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, I mean, there's huge competition for places now, and there's 3 more girls have come into the panel, you know, in different positions, and like ultimately we want everyone fighting for places. And if a girl is doing really well when she's on, you know, they nearly have to do something wrong for somebody else to come and get that opportunity, because the league is very conservative for us. We're not just running people for the sake of it, we're bringing people on who's going to offer us something. And in the last, as we were just talking about there, with the amount of girls that we haven't seen over a period of time with colleges football, you know, we're looking forward to the next few weeks, you know, as we move forward.
And you must be pleased, plus 16 victory here today to add to the plus 53 you had at the top of the league, together with Wexford and Louth. Your scoring averages are off the charts, if you like. They're really good. You must be very happy with that, Diane, as well, when the final analysis is made. Yeah,
like we've got 3 keepers. We have Mary Hull-Graham, we've Anna Dunlea, we've Niamh Barnes. We have 3 girls that are working really hard together. Like, and in saying that, from there on the whole way to 31 on the panel, every single girl is pushing very hard, and they're a great unit. They're a great team. They've a great bond. I know you're looking at the scoring averages, but you know, you have to say it's the defensive work that the team has been doing. It's how few goals we've let in. They're incredibly strong defensive. Everyone is working back, you know, from 15 or whoever comes on the pitch is working back, and we've got a system in place for that. So like, I'm just so pleased with the way that the girls have embraced the training that we've been doing with them, and the lads have been doing with them, and you know, we're working very well off the stats as well that Niall has given us. So just really pleased with how it's going. I mean, we've another game now next week again, so back to square one again Wednesday night.
Well done, Diane, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much, Ray, for covering today. Thanks a million.
Thanks, Diane.
Thanks.
You should have gone first. Hi, Ellen. I'm Ray.
Nice to meet you.
You're the player of the match.
Oh, cheers, thanks.
So, Ellen, congratulations. Fantastic performance for yourself today. Personal tally of 1-4. You must be delighted, and we've awarded you the player of the match here today.
Geez, thanks very much, but like, geez, I know it's very cliche, but it's a team effort out there today, especially with those conditions. It's unbelievable. Like, from 1 to 30, it is a squad effort, and the last 3 weeks have been extremely tough, especially since the last game. But no, coming up here and getting a win against Sligo is a tough ask on any day, so especially with the conditions, we're absolutely delighted. And
as I said, your manager, there was a period in the first half where Sligo really defending well, batting down the hatches against that breeze. Goalkeeper made a brilliant save. It looked like they were going to frustrate you, but then you get it for 3 quick goals yourself, and your full forward Nessa and Roisin as well. 3 goals that really were the difference in the end.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's something we're trying to capitalise on in training and working. Especially, you have to use the conditions to your advantage, so really pressing the kick out when we are with the wind, and I think definitely worked well. It showed in the first half. We were able to get the quick turnovers and get the scores and playing direct football, which is something that we're trying to do in training, and it's good to actually see it come to life on the football pitch.
Yeah. So you're top of the league coming into this game. That's plus 16 on today's performance. That's plus 69. You really are in a good position for promotion, but of course one big game left, and Louder there, Wexford as well. So you must be really looking forward as a group to seeing how this league campaign finishes off.
Oh, absolutely, and look, a lot of this team have been in Division 3 since 2016, so it's really at the top of our mindset to get out of the league, but we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves either. I suppose it's a game at a time, and we'll focus on Wexford next weekend now, and it's good to have a home league game finish off the year, so hopefully we can build on what we've done today and again bring that to the pitch next week and hopefully get out on top.
Well, Ellen, congratulations on your own personal performance and the team today. You were excellent today, player of the match, and thanks for coming out in these such cold, wet, windy conditions to talk to us after the game.
No, that's very much. Thanks very much. Brilliant.
Well done, Ellen.